Welcome, this is Yogalates. Today, get some props near you if you have some lighter set of weights, a ring, a loop, a block. If you don't have any of that, that's okay. Just get what you have. All right, we're gonna start in a downward facing dog. Chin into your chest and just start walking out your dog, moving through your hips, moving through your knees. Draw your chin into your chest. Start feeling into your breath, fingers nice and wide. Now, if throughout the class, if the down dog is too much for you, because we're going to be doing a lot of down dogs today, you can always put your knees onto the ground and do the same exact thing that we're doing, it more in a table or a cat-cow position. All right, so 3 more deep breaths here. You can either walk your dog or just hold it. Good. And now extend just your left leg. Right foot onto the ground, left leg up. Bring it in, knee into the chest, and then back up. Exhale, knee into the chest. Inhale up. Good. Just 5 more times. Good, now step that foot all the way up. You're in a nice low lunge. Dip your back knee down, lunge forward. Still the knee is hyperextended over past the foot, and then press back those hips. And just move through this. Knee lowers down, hips press back. Lower it down, press back. Just your hands onto the ground. Exhaling down, inhaling back. 5 more. Good. And the next time that your hips press back, stay there with your leg nice and long in front of you, and then shift your hips side to side. Just move those hips right to left. Feel into your hamstring muscle. Try to keep your foot onto the ground, swaying side to side. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bend that knee, place both hands back under your shoulders, step back into a plank line. Plank line. Hold plank. We're going to circle the shoulders. Try to isolate through the shoulders. Circle one way, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, now we're going other direction. Same thing, other directions. Shoulder circles. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press back into the downward facing dog. Walk your dog. Remember, if you need to, you can come into cat-cow. Breathe through it. Three more deep breaths, and then we're going to lift up the right leg. Good. All the way on the left side. Lift up your right leg. Make sure it's your opposite side. Exhale in. Inhale up. Exhale in. Inhale up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and step that foot forward. We're coming into that low lunge. Knee presses onto the ground, and then press it back. down, and back. Try to keep your foot flat onto the ground the whole time, feeling that stretch go all the way in to the top of your foot. Good. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and keep your hips back. Stay there, just little sways side to side. Stay nice and low. Breathe into it. Good, 3 more deep breaths. Good. And on your next exhalation, bend your front knee, step both feet in line with your hips. You're gonna have your hands onto your legs. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bow down 5 times. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bow, hug it in for 5, 4, maybe get it up a little bit higher. 3, 2, and stay in this folded position. Now I want you to see if you can find that ring, or you could also use a strap. Place the ring behind you. Your hands on the inside of the ring. Palms are going to face outward. Good, and just start little pulses out with the ring as you're in this forward fold. Out, out, out. Pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now instead of pulsing out, pulse back. 10, fold into it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now set your ring right down in front of you. Pick up one of those light weights, and I'm just going to move so I have a little bit more distance. You have your left hand onto the ring. Your feet are going to be a little bit wider than your hips. Stretch out that left arm, and your right arm is pulsing straight back behind you. Pulse down on the ring on the left side, up with the weight on the right side. Pulse it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay here in a folded position, pressing down onto that ring. Twist your wrist with the weight. Twist. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now look forward, stretch your arm forward. Let your shoulder kind of rotate, and then hug it in and stretch right back out. So I really want you to be careful about your shoulder rotation. If the weight is too heavy, drop the weight. You shouldn't be any heavier than 5 pounds. I'm at 4 pounds, and this is already feeling pretty heavy. You'd probably be fine with a 2 or 3 pounder. Reach it back and up. If you're feeling uncomfortable, drop the weight and just do your arm weight, and don't hold on to a weight. Reach forward and back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Good. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, drop your props, both of your props. Take your right hand behind your back, Left hand is gonna hold onto your fingers. If you can't touch your fingers, use that strap or ring or towel to connect with your fingers, and then inhale, bring it up. Make sure those fingers are touching or you're using a strap to touch. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down 10 times. Move with the breath. Keep adjusting as you need to, holding on to your hand connection, whether your hands are actually touching or you're using something to help you. Don't feel shy about using something to help you touch your hands together. And a lot of times we're more flexible on one side than the other. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need some kind of strap to help me when we do the other side. Good, 4 more, up and down, exhaling down, inhaling up. 4, 3, 2, okay, the next time that we come up, we're gonna stay up here. Keep your binding with your hands, however it is. Now, right leg is gonna cross over left. You could either balance here, you could have your toes gently touching the floor, whatever feels more comfortable for you. Try to not be on something too squishy. And cross those legs over and start sitting into this. Good, 5 more deep breaths. Look at something not moving. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come out, step both feet in line with your hips or a little bit wider. Gently unwind your arms and circle. Whatever direction, just start those circles. You don't have any props right now. Just stretch out your fingers. Big circles through the shoulders. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Try to open up through the chest, through those abdominal muscles. Good. 3 more this way, then we'll switch direction. 3, and switch other way. Big range of motion through those shoulders. It's just your arm weights. Just your arms supporting you. Really try to isolate through those shoulder sockets. Good, 3 more. 3, and reach your arms out. We're just gonna cross. Alternate one arm and the other arm. Whew. I like a faster motion for me personally. If you want to go slower, you can. This is just really like a nice little tease for my shoulders, and then right back out of it. It helps you get a little bit deeper if you go faster, but if you want to go slower, you can. Good. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and stay with that. Whatever arm's on top, stay with that arm on top. Stack your elbows. See if you can touch your palms together, the palms of your hands together. Whatever arm is on top, that same leg crosses over. And pretzel up those legs as best you can. Bring your elbows up and sit into it. Good, 5 more deep breaths. Then we're gonna make sure we do our other side. You bring those elbows up. Good, and slowly come out, unwind, go back into those crosses, side to side. Remember, as fast or as slow as you want. Whew. Another 5, 4, remember which arm was on top last time, 3, 2, all right, now opposite arm on top. Stack your elbows, give yourself some space, go as best as you can with touching the palms of your hands together and place your opposite leg on top, twist it up, use your foot on the ground to help if you need to. Bring those elbows up and sit into it. 5 deep breaths. Good, keep bringing those elbows up, 1 more deep breath. And exhale, release, go back into those arms side to side, another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we're gonna come back into the folded position. If you're with me, last time you had your left hand onto the ring and you were holding onto the weight with your right hand, so switch it. Right hand onto the ring, left arm, hold onto the weight, and just start pulsing down. Pulse down on the ring, up with the weight. Find your rhythm, tuck that chin into your chest. Your feet are a little bit wider than your hips. Maybe not fully as wide as you can go. Good, keep pulsing, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, hold it down here. Start twisting that wrist behind you. Make sure you're stretching out your top, your front right arm. Keep twisting the wrist. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now just bring it forward and back. Rotate through the shoulder, and it helps to look in the direction of the weight to kind of help you naturally go the direction that your body's designed to go. Don't try to force anything. Let that shoulder rotate the way it wants to. Let the breath move. Inhaling out, exhaling in. 10 more. Stretch it out. If you need to, you can drop the weight. Good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your props. Take that left arm behind your back. And actually, if you need to get your strap or a towel or something, this side I definitely need to use some kind of connector because my right shoulder is way tighter than my left shoulder was. All right, now we're exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up. And that's normal if you're right-handed, and your right shoulder is usually tighter. You're doing so much with your right side, unless you're like ambidextrous. You're usually going to be tighter on the side that's your dominant side. Good. Keep exhaling down, inhaling up. 5 more times, and we're going to stay up. 2, good. One more time down. And the next time that you come up, stay here. See if you can cross the left leg over. So the side that's on top, cross it over, pretzel those legs up, or place a foot onto the ground for balance. Start sitting low into this. Look at something not moving and breathe. 5 more deep breaths. Good. Oh man. I'm like less flexible on this side, but it feels way more. Okay, now drop the loop if you had one. Get your lighter weights. We're going to place them inside of our elbows and get some room on your mat. So basically, we're using these as like arm weights, but we're still going to stretch out through the fingers while we're here. So squeeze those light weights with your elbows or just no weights at all. We're getting low into a squat. Stretch out your fingers, sway side to side, and just little lifts with your toe, with your toes and your heels pressing into the ground. As you sway one side, lift up the toes, other side, lift up the toes. Good, now see if you can start squeezing your shoulders back behind you just slightly. When you go side to side, keep those elbows out, see if you can get them up as high as your shoulders. Good, if you need to readjust your stance, if you're kind of moving, readjust it. We have 20 more seconds, just like this. Good. Keep stretching out your fingers, squeezing those shoulder blades back behind each other as you sway. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, come back to center. We're in a low sumo squat and circle the shoulders. Elbows are going to stay out. Stay as low as you can. Tuck in that tailbone. Just look at something in front of you that's not moving. Good. 10, 9, 8. We're switching direction in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. Switch it. Good. Sit nice and low. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep sitting. 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to keep your left elbow just straight up in line with your left shoulder. Now your right arm is going to go above and below. Twist over to the left side. Right arm goes up and down above your left arm. And twist. Just over to that left side. Good. Keep sitting low into it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, keep it up, 4, 3, 2, 1, finish up. Right arm is just gonna stay up, left arm, go above and below right arm. Twist to that right side. I know the hardest thing is to focus on keeping your right elbow up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Stretch out your legs, point your toes forward, hold onto your weights. Toes point forward and reach all the way through your legs. Palms facing up, legs are in a nice wide stance, wider than your hips. Reach through those legs, palms face up, reach, reach, reach for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay threaded through, chin to chest. Twist your wrists, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hinge your back so you're in a 90-degree angle. Let your arms just gently relax and make little circles. Just little inertia circles, almost like you're not even trying. You should feel a deep stretch through the legs. Your back and your core is activated, but your shoulders are basically just doing little inertia circles with barely any control at all. Good. Now put a soft little bend, just a little micro bend in your knees. Make sure your back is flat, and then bring your shoulders in line with your hands. And now we're just gonna go side to side. Quick as you can, elbows, 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 up, up, up. Look to the side of your elbow that's coming up. Side, side, side. 30 seconds. Quick as you can. Good, keep going. 15 more seconds, and then we're gonna come into a wide downward facing dog and drop the weights. Let your hips twist too. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop your weight. Slowly walk your hands out. Press back. Shift your hips. Press all of your weight back into your seat bones, chin to your chest. Breathe here. 5 deep breaths. Good. Now bend your knees like you're trying to touch your knees all the way to the ground, but your knees are still wide. And then together and out, press back into it. Bend your knees, lower them down to the ground, jump or step together and out, press back into it. So you get a little bit of cardio action going when you jump or step, but then relax and breathe into it as you press back. 30 seconds. You can go as fast or as slow as you want here. Good. 5 more deep breaths. Good. One more time. In, out. Press it back. Chin to chest. Walk yourself all the way back. Hands under your shoulders. If you have a block, go ahead and grab that block right now. And then just little shifts side to side, bending those knees, your hands onto the block. Remember, there's different heights to the block, so whatever feels best for you. I'm gonna go with that medium height. You could go low, medium, or high, and just shift side to side. Stretch out inner thighs. Take your time. Breathe through it, 5 more deep breaths. Good. Bring it back to center. Take that block out of the way. And just shift both of your legs to one side. So you can come onto your back, knees into your chest, give yourself a big hug and gently rock side to side, massage through your spine. And if you have your loop, go ahead and place that loop right up above your knees. Just for support, tuck your thumbs underneath your seat. Legs straight up, flex those feet, start pulsing out. Pulse out. Chin to the chest for challenge. Good. Keep pulsing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and now try to hold a little bit of resistance. Keep your right leg exactly where it is, and just your left leg is going to circle, 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 just the left leg for 10. Right leg just stays straight up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now other direction, left leg still. You could bring that chin into your chest or lower your head, whatever feels better for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now left leg straight up in that 90-degree. Flex those feet, right leg. Isolate through the hips, circle. Whatever direction for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, keep them straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, one more this way, and switch your direction, other way. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend those knees, find both of your weights, and come back onto your back if you've had to get up. All right, find both of those weights, lengthen your legs up. We're gonna extend your arms all the way up and lengthen just your left arm down out to the side. Make sure your props are out of the way, and up, over to the right. Out to the left, over to the right. See if you can add a pulse with your left leg. Pulse the left leg out. As you bring the left arm up to the right side. Good. Inhale out, exhale up. Nice. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we're switching sides. Right arm goes out and up. Same thing with the right leg. If you can pulse that right leg out. Inhale down, exhale up. Good, move with that breath, 15 more seconds. Okay. Good. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend both knees, rock yourself up, legs straight out in front of you, arms out to a T position, palms facing up. Make sure your seat bones are nice and grounded onto the ground. Palms face up, tiny circles, really small circles. If you need to, you can drop the weights. Belly nice and long, tucked in toward your spine for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. Strong arms. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now just move your weights to the side, bend your knees. We're going to come back into a downward facing dog position with our loop band on. So find first your tabletop, curl your toes, and then press back into your downward facing dog with that loop band if you have it, chin to chest, and just start moving side to side. Move your hips, move your knees. Try to bring your chin into your chest and breathe. 5 deep breaths. Should have at least one light weight near you. We'll incorporate that here in just a few breaths. Good. All right, now pick up one of those weights with your left hand. Reach it over to the right side and pulse. Left arm over to the right. Press your right hand into the ground. Pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, we're coming back into the wrist twist. Same arm over to the right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And switch. Just transition over to your right hand, holding the weight. Pulse over to the left side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and stay nice and deep. Twist the wrist. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the knees all the way down to the ground. Relax your feet and just start rounding and arcing through the cat-cow. Pulling down, let the blood flow come back towards your head. Move the shoulders, the hips. Just relax and breathe into this. 5 more deep breaths. I'm going to take one more shoulder stretch and leg strengthener, and then we'll be done. But while you're here, just notice, feel, breathe through any tension, through any resistance, loosening up through the shoulders and the hips. Good. And finding a nice neutral spine. Get the light weight, just one light weight. Place it behind your back, holding onto both ends of it. Look up just slightly and lean back, reach your weight back and up. Lean back and up. Press out onto your loop. 1 minute here. Back and up. Good, those palms should be facing each other. Press out onto that loop to help you. Good. 30 more seconds. Good, get your stretch in. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come into a child's pose slowly. Your arms could be extended or by your side. Just relax into it and breathe. If you wanted to, you could just take your loop off or just go right into it. Lower your forehead to the ground. 5 more deep breaths. And then very slowly round up, vertebrae by vertebrae. So you come to a nice tall spine, reach your arms all the way up, deep stretch. Palms touch together at the top. Exhale, bring it into your heart, your thumbs to your heart center. Namaste.